Hola and sin ciao. It's your girl Whitney, and it's day one of this 365-day series that I'm just coming to y'all with my unedited thoughts. We not doing no cute content. We just showing up consistently every day for 365 days. Why? Because I want to find a way to document this journey. If you don't know, my name is Whitney DeGale. I currently live in Hanoi. I live in Saigon now. It's my first week in Saigon. I used to live in Hanoi, Vietnam for a little over a year, 14 months to be exact. And this week I moved to Saigon, or as some of you may know it, Ho Chi Minh City. Why? Because I'm launching a business. We gotta get this sauce, this salt. If you know, you know, because your girl got some mangoes. Anyway, yes, I moved to Saigon this week because I'm launching my business, Homie Global, which is a community platform to help you gather easier, to help you find your homies no matter where you go in this world, because community is important. Anyway, I'm going to be coming to you daily with my thoughts from the messy middle. Because one thing I realized on this entrepreneurship journey, life abroad, often people like to share their stories after they already know the destination. Not many people tell it from the messy middle. But that's what we're going to be doing. Every day, I'm just going to be sharing my raw thoughts, my emotions of living abroad, of growing a business, of any personal things that may happen. Maybe my dating life. I don't have one, but we manifested one for 2026. So yeah, today I'm just going to give some background information so you can get to know me. I'm originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shout out to the 225. If you know, I went to Scotlandville Magnet High School. I grew up in Fairfield. Those who know. I then left Baton Rouge and went to Prairie View A&M University. Shout out to PV. PV, you know I'm a proud two-time HBCU graduate, mechanical engineering for my bachelor's, industrial and systems engineering for my first master's at North Carolina A&T. Can I get an Aggie Pride? Aggie Pride. And then I got an MBA from University of Michigan, Go Blue. I worked in manufacturing for about 10 years, and then I got laid off. Because life be like him. But God had a ram in the bush because I had already moved back home to Louisiana to spend time with family and to travel more. So once I got laid off, 2 years ago, I decided to travel. I started off in Medellin, Colombia. I learned some Spanish, danced some salsa, and then I found my way in Asia. I'm fucking up these mangoes, y'all. Shout out to being able to go to the Circle K and get mangoes and fruit. I got a coconut. Like, shout out to, I think I got this from the Circle K. Circle K, GS25, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, all of them. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, I got to Asia, and honestly, the plan was just to travel for a year. And here it is 2 years later. I got to Vietnam around my third month in Asia, after I did Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia. And something just felt right, and I decided to stay. I did what a lot of people do, which is teach for a little bit. I taught presentation and debate, which I loved. And it was just a awesome experience to be a teacher. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about the human experience, like being able to see children's minds at that age is such a beautiful thing. They were like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old for the most part. I had some middle schoolers, but that 6 to 8, 9, where they're influenced by their parents, but still like kids, is such a gift to be able to shape their minds. And then I decided to launch a business, and that business started to grow. I started to do events in Hanoi, which is crazy to be like, you move to a place and in like maybe 8 or 9 months of living there, I was hosting events in a country where there's a language where I don't speak. I started to do content. If you don't follow me, at Whitney DeGale on Instagram and TikTok, follow your girl. And yeah, I launched Homie, and now we're in Saigon to grow the business. And one thing that I am doing this year is being consistent and showing up. That is what this series is about. It's not about perfectionism. I don't know which tense this word is supposed to be in, but it's not about that. It's about coming on the screen every night, showing and sharing my raw thoughts, and logging out. That's it. So I'm going to leave you with my message from the week, because I've officially been in Saigon now for 7 days. And I'm excited about this journey. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, because we're in a messy middle. But this is what I do know. I am not worried about the destination. I am only worried about the next step. Maybe the next 2 or 3, but not the entire destination. I talked to my marketing professor. Shout out to Marcus Collins. Grab his book for the culture. Anywho, I talked to him this week, and the advice he gave me is like, many people think that success happens rapidly and that it's like an elevator. But most of the time, for most people, you have to take the stairs. And when you take the stairs, you don't know where you're going. And it's crazy because I had just wrote down in my ChatGPT, because I don't have a journal, let's be for real. I voice note to ChatGPT, she my best friend. And I just told her that, yes, it's a her. That's what I said. That I don't know where this journey goes, but I know I'm going to show up. And I'm only focused on steps 1, 2, and 3. That's it. And so steps 1, 2, and 3 for me is these next 90 days. And I'm showing up consistently for my content. I'm showing up consistently for my business. I have goals for these next 90 days. And then after those 90 days, we'll reevaluate. And then we'll come up with the next plan for the next 30, 60, 90-day phase. And then eventually one day I'll look up and I'll see where I've landed. Eventually you do stop and you enjoy the view. But too often we get focused on the view and not the work. And so I'm just putting my head down and I'm grinding and I'm focusing on the work. Because you never know who you're going to meet in step 3 and step 6 what things can come in and change your trajectory for the better. Hell, for the worse. Like, let's be for real. But you just have to keep going and keep showing up. You have to be consistent no matter what your goals are in life. Consistency wins always. And that's what we're doing. We're being consistent. We're showing up. And this day one. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. All right? Y'all be blessed. That's best. Good night. Good night. And then I can say Feliz Noche. That's happy night. That's how you say good night in Spanish. Lord. Good night. We say hasta luego. That means see you later. In Vietnamese, it's Chúc Nhung Nhum. I didn't say that right. We'll practice again tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all. Feliz noche. Ciao, ciao.